Hello everyone, welcome to the Leadership Verse podcast. So today I'm not going to focus on the corporate leadership, but rather on self-leadership. But I would like to borrow a model from the corporate, a model which is called managing up and managing down. And I would like to bring that into self-leadership. Why it is so important to be able to manage up and manage down is in the corporate sense. It means that when you are a leader, you should be able to manage the people that you are leading. And also, you need to manage the people that lead you. So basically, you're managing the people that you are leading, and you're able to manage your boss or even higher. That is very important because when you talk about corporate strategy, it means the strategy must be a buy-in from the executives and also from the people that they are leading. So when you are a leader and you're trying to implement a strategy with your team, or you try to talk to your team, it cannot be the opposite of what you need to talk about when you're with the executives. So that's managing up and being able to manage down. In self-leadership, managing up would mean keeping good relations with your family. And managing down would be keeping good relations with your friends, acquaintances, and etc. So I would like to share 3 values that can help you be more successful in self-leadership. And the first one is authenticity. So a study in 2002 done by the University of Massachusetts showed that 60% of adults can't have a 10-minute conversation without telling a lie. This study shows that we are not authentic enough. But in order to be able to manage up and down properly when it comes to self-leadership, we need to be authentic with the people that we engage with our families, and so forth. The second one is basically love. So naturally, the reason why we love superheroes is because we don't have their powers. So if we had those powers, we wouldn't necessarily love them. So the second principle of value that's there, it's love. We need to show kindness and love to those that are around us. But also that will help us to keep on improving and becoming better people. And actually, instead of looking for superheroes in our communities, and we start looking at ourselves to become those superheroes. And the third value, actually, I'm going to take it from our former president, or late President Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela learned most of his principles and leadership values from his father, who was actually a very great leader, or a well-celebrated leader as well. So I'd like to quote from Mr. Nelson Mandela, and I quote, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. So the man with courage is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." End quote. So the third one is courage. We will be faced with a lot of decisions, difficult decisions, to either please our families or the friends or our acquaintances. So it is very, very critical that when we make all of these decisions, we actually courageous around it, because we don't know the outcome sometimes when we have to make these difficult decisions. So we will have to be courageous enough to believe in ourselves, to say we are actually, the decisions that we are making are good decisions, and we are making them out of good intent as well. Thank you very much for joining me for this podcast. Please don't forget to like, share, and let's start having a conversation. Until next time, take care.